versions refer to the artist shooting himself in the chest, but Dr. Gachet's report said the bullet entered his abdomen just below the ribs. That is not a chest wound and actually supports the theory that Vincent was shot in an accidental way by someone else, who shoots themselves in the side. Add to that the police report that the shot was fired too far out for Vincent to have pulled the trigger, and you have a strong case, at least anecdotally, for the Buffalo Bill wannabe shooting Vincent by accident. That said, we should look at a motive for suicide, and it's not hard to find one. The case for suicide. As interesting and intriguing as the suspicious events surrounding the Van Gogh shooting are, there is ample evidence of a suicide motive. Vincent returned to the north of France from his incarceration in the mental institution outside Saint-Rémy, a mere 3 months earlier. He viewed it as a return to the north, towards his home in Holland, and he began a series of paintings he called Remembrances of the North, where he revisited scenes from his early days and transposed them to the lovely farmland around Auvers. As usual, he had an agenda: to woo his brother into leaving Paris and moving to Auvers-sur-Oise, where they could create the family he has been lacking since before his move to Alls. He has been exiled even from his fellow exiles, Gauguin et al., and he is, once again, alone in a strange town, but this time it's different. Theo is having financial troubles, wants to quit his job where he feels unappreciated, and their baby, named for Vincent, is sick, and the mother, Jo, is stressed when Van Gogh comes by train to visit. He sees all this and realizes the worst. He is a burden to his brother. He feels trapped. What can he do to help? Well, exactly a year before, in July of 1889, a painting by his hero Millet had just sold for a record amount, 500,000 francs, because Millet had died. It's the old saw, but a fact of life in the art world: dead artists sell better than live ones. He went back to Auvers and borrowed a gun from the innkeeper, hiked up the hill west of town, along the perimeter fence of the Auvers chateau, shot himself, but botched it and walked back to his room at the inn and died 2 days later. It doesn't quite fit, the shot in the side, the angle, etc., but it does make sense, emotionally. He does have the motive. 4 years, the pistol was never found, nor any of Vincent's art supplies which he carried with him. But about 5 years ago, the pistol surfaced.